I'm Julie Whedon. This is my career profile number 2. I researched a clinical mental health counselor, and I called Wasatch Family Therapy that's located in Salt Lake City, and I was able to speak with Tyler Stark. It's a larger company that has multiple locations, but it feels like a smaller company because there's only 4 to 5 counselors at each location. The counselors work really closely together, and the hours are somewhat flexible. If you're dealing with small children or children who are in school, a lot of times parents will want to have counseling scheduled when they're not in school to not interrupt what's normal for the child and not pull them out of school to receive counseling, which can then cause problems with school or questions from friends. So it's somewhat flexible depending on who you're working with, or sometimes you have to have later hours if you're dealing with couples because of work schedules or things like that. Some later evenings are required for speaking engagements and different parenting or marriage classes that are held at the location for usually in the evenings. He said the biggest stressor is resistance. The family wants to be in a healthier place and the counselor wants everyone to be in a healthier place, but to get there requires change. And a lot of people don't like to change, they just want an easy answer of, okay, we're going to see counseling and we're going to be in a healthier place, but counseling only helps you know what you need to change to have a healthier family unit. And he said that that is by far the biggest stressor that he deals with. Also, it can be really stressful to deal with mental illness, and it can be really stressful to deal with people who are suicidal, and he has had to deal with both of those. Typical benefits: Wasatch Family Therapy doesn't offer any health benefits or retirement, but he did say that some companies out there who are a practice like this will offer health benefits and retirement, so look around if that's something that you're wanting or something that you need. It is out there, just Wasatch Family Therapy doesn't. At Wasatch Family Therapy, the way it works is you receive a portion of what each client pays for counseling, and then the company keeps a portion to maintain the building, keep the lights on, keep the heat, and pay for a receptionist. Common job tasks are each counselor is required to do a certain percentage of marketing, and usually the way that that's done is either through the marriage classes or the parenting classes that they do at night. They'll advertise those, have people come in, and then if those people feel like they need further help, then they can start doing counseling. Or speaking engagements. He was saying that he had a couple of speaking engagements the next month, and that is something that you need to be prepared for if you're going to be a therapist, is that there is a lot of times that people want you to come out and do speaking engagements. He has, you deal with the management of your own clients, and they have weekly staff meetings. The actual counseling, he said he only does 12 hours per week usually, and the most that you can do is 25 hours a week. Educational requirements. So, like I said, he's a clinical mental health counselor. He has a master's degree. You do have to have a master's degree for that. And then he interned for 1,000 hours as part of his requirement to get his degree, and those hours were unpaid. He was then required to do 4,000 of supervised counseling to be able to get his license, and those hours were paid. He said he made probably $36,000 a year doing those 4,000 supervised hours before he was able to get licensed, and then once he was licensed, he said the salary range is probably between $50,000 to $60,000 if you're working for a company like Wasatch Family Therapy. He said if you went into private practice and you had a good client base, your experience salary range could be between $60,000 and $100,000. I was kind of nervous to call a company and say, hey, can I talk to one of your therapists and ask a question? I didn't want to bother them, and I knew they were busy. Tyler was absolutely wonderful. He's also a faculty member at UVU, and he explained that he has his students do the same thing and told me if I ever needed anything else, if I needed any questions answered as I was going through my degree, to please call him again. And said that other people in my class he would give the same offer to. So if there's anything that you need to talk to someone who's already in the field about being a counselor, any questions that you have, I would really recommend him. He was wonderful. He was more than happy to take time out of his day and talk to me, and was very, very pleasant and very welcoming of any questions I had. It was a really, really great experience. So I would totally recommend, if you are looking into this field and have questions come up, he's a really good resource.